So, explain why there's no wig blogs for this past week. So, I think the only day I wrote from last week was Tuesday. I didn't write anything on Monday because I did wrote something on Sunday. Very little, but I did wrote something. I didn't write on Monday. I didn't write Wednesday, nor Thursday, nor Friday. There is a few reasons, and bear with me. I'm trying to think how much I want to share. So as I mentioned, I've been unemployed for, I would say, almost 2 months. I left my hospitality job for another job, but that job I didn't stay long because it triggered my anxiety like I've never experienced in my 30 plus years. Like talking to some of my friends, some of them were like, they're like, we're pretty sure you just had a panic attack while you were in that job. And I honestly think that is true. So I left that job. I have skills and experience that would allow me to get another job. Did I thought it will take this long? Not exactly. Am I surprised? Not exactly. But then I been thinking, and there's have been some personal situations that have made me really consider, why am I still in the US? Like, is it worth it anymore? And honestly, right now the answer is still a no. It used to be worth it. It is not anymore. It is not necessarily because of COVID or because of like the charge atmosphere in this country. It's more like this situation, COVID, had opened my eyes that the things I want to do, the career path that I want to take, which is being a writer, being a professional writer, professional author, doesn't, at this time and place, I don't need to be in the US. I don't need to live in the US. And living here makes me have some expenses and some bills that honestly are not necessary for me to have. I could go back to Puerto Rico and be close with my friends and with my family, with my mom, with my brother. I could ease my worry and my brother's worry by being closer to my mom, and honestly it will be a lot better for the both of us to help her still have a great life and a quality of life that she deserves. So that's what I've been going through. It's, if you can hear all my voice, I'm trying very hard not to cry, because it has been a hard time for me. But since I'm unemployed, I currently don't have a way to, let's say, pack and move like in a week or in 2 weeks, or even when I started calculating and making the plans, even a month is gonna be really hard. I'm gonna celebrate that I got a part-time job, so there's gonna be, in the next few weeks, I'm gonna start getting some money in instead of all the money that I have in my account out. And I'm still trying to find a full-time job, so I can still pay the expenses, the bills that I have here, while I get everything ready and start shipping things back to Puerto Rico and start selling a lot of the furniture that I have, because I know that's gonna take some time. I know my friends here will help me kind of like sell those a lot quicker, but they will still take some time. The reason that I didn't pretty much write at all this past weekdays is clearly I had a mental breakdown. I had a realization. This is something that I just didn't think myself, and I'm just gonna act on it. I talked with my mom. I talked it out with a few of my close friends, like some of my childhood close friends that know me forever and ever. I honestly cannot tell you how long I've known them, because I feel like I know them since I was a baby. And some of my quote unquote recent really close friends, and I say quote unquote because I know them, we're pretty close to coming to a decade of being friends. And I say they're kind of like my newer friends compared to my other friends that I know them for my entire life, which is 30 plus years. So yeah, I talked to a lot of them. I didn't talk to all of my friends. I just talked to very close ones, especially the ones that already knew I was having a hard time, and pretty much friends that I know overall understand my situation, where I'm coming from, and kind of like my worries. So yeah, that's what I've been going through, and that's why I didn't blog. That's why I didn't write. I didn't have the emotional stability to deal with writing down Millie's story, especially not through fun and games and midpoint and back. No, I couldn't do it. I wasn't emotionally stable. But the reason I started to, like, I decided to plan my Instagram April calendar for my accounts. And I say plural accounts because I have more than just my writer account. I know I've mentioned it like in passing blogs about K-pop. Sometimes I talk about specific groups, very, very few times. I do have a Instagram that I just dedicate to follow a bunch of artists and just artist accounts and group accounts, like almost pretty much everything K-pop related is gonna be in that account. I do the same thing with Twitter. I have a K-pop Twitter and I have a author writing publishing Twitter. I don't hide out that I have those accounts, but I just don't intermingle them because it gets very confusing for me. It confused the social media algorithm, and then a lot of posts get lost a lot. So I do have those separately. And since April is EXO's ninth anniversary, 9 years, I decided to do kind of like a EXO exclusive month extravaganza, whatever. Mainly too is since I'm gonna start packing up things and start shipping them back to Puerto Rico as my money allows it. One of the things that is gonna get packed is gonna be my K-pop shelf. So probably I'm gonna, before I start packing everything, I'm gonna take cool photos and just have them as draft on my Instagram account and use them while I don't have my K-pop things. Same with books. This is the other thing. For April, since what I will be working during Camp NaNoWriMo is gonna be a secret project, fandom related thing. I'm not gonna be able to do like what I've been doing in March, that is like workout updates and where I'm at in the beat sheet and how I was feeling or anything like that. And since I'm gonna have to pack a lot of my books, which I don't have as many compared to what I have back home in Puerto Rico, but since I'm packing those, I made a list, and this will give people an idea of what I drawn to read, and most likely what I could be drawn to write, or kind of like elements that could be found on my books, on my own writing. So I have a mixture of like fantasy and romance, and I think there's some thriller or some kind of like mystery kind of thing. I do have, funnily enough, around my birthday, I kind of like group 3 books that are about witches. And that was just when I kind of like wrote it down. I was like, "Ooh, that's around my birthday." Actually, one of the books is I'm gonna post it right on my birthday. And then I decided to do kind of like a East Asian, a couple of those books, I throw them there. I have a couple of Spanish books too. I throw a few in the books, and I'm gonna finish them on with a few writing craft related books. Some of them I do have the book, some of them I only have the ebook. It's gonna be a cool mixture of books. If you only see a explanation video about why there was no blog, and kind of like what my plans are for April, since I won't be able to kind of like share what I'm writing, then thank you for watching. This is my video explanation why I just disappear, and I just want to keep this channel honest, to be honest with anyone that watch my videos, and kind of like realize that things don't always go as planned, and you have to give yourself grace. Life happens, and sometimes writing has to be put on the back seat for a little bit while you kind of like control all the other situations, and when that is controlled, you can then just bring back writing to the front. Probably I'm not gonna blog the last days of March either, because I want to have the time to produce all that Instagram content. So it is already on Instagram draft for me to just post it. I want to like film and edit the videos that I on the Camp NaNoWriMo one. Again, this next week is a full training week on my part-time job, and I'm still job hunting for full-time. In the midst of deciding what I'm gonna be selling and what I'm gonna be packing and how I'm gonna pack it and ship it, and all that, and kind of like punching the numbers and see how expensive it's gonna be this move. Plus I have to decide what the heck I'm gonna do with my car. Anyways, thank you for hearing this rant. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you have subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Since I don't have the schedule, that's gonna be the best way to know if I posted something. If you enjoy watching me explain why I haven't posted any blog this week, or if you just commiserate in this stage of life when you kind of have to make big changes in your life, hit the like button. Or if you just want to comfort me and kind of like try to, as a pat on the shoulder or a pat on the head, and kind of like a way to say like, Esther, you're gonna be okay, you will figure it out, hit the like button. And if you want to share anything in the comments, any words of encouragement, any past experiences that you want to share with me, comments are there for that. There will be always there. Another thing, I recently made a few changes on my website. It's not big, but there's a few changes. So if you want to check it out, just go and see it. Again, it's EstherAndujar.com. Pretty easy. I know my last name is kind of like complicated, but it's always in the description box. And thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.